Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another episode of Death Battle! This time we have Raven from the Teen Titans. Well, DC Comics really, but Teen Titans is what I know her mainly from. Versus Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. Now, as I should say with all my reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual episode itself. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff, then come back to watch this video. Okay? Good. Support the official release. First of all, how do I know these characters? Raven, I watched the Teen Titans cartoon when I was young. I don't watch Teen Titans Go, because from what I've seen of it, it's just not my sort of thing. And, I mean, I have seen clips from it. Only one of them I actually enjoyed, just because it was a reference to people not liking Teen Titans Go, and they love the original. But I just thought the way they did that was funny. The other one I saw was an April Fool's joke on Robin saying his parents are around. But then you realise Robin's parents were murdered. That's pretty fucked up. As for Twilight Sparkle, I'm not a fan of My Little Pony, but I'm also not a hater of it. I'm pretty much just like, and the show, well, it's doing well for itself, so I give it respect on that. That's all I can really say, actually. But with Twilight, it's mostly just like things I've heard here and there, and just a video from Animated James on, well, it was a Twilight fighting Tails from Sonic. So that's pretty much mostly what I know Twilight from. Speaking of that video, the voice actor of Twilight in that video, Kira Buckland, is voicing both Twilight and Raven in this death battle, in case you haven't heard already. So, I think that's pretty funny, especially considering they're voiced by Tara Strong in their actual shows, so, same person. Just, why not? Now, before we go any further, I should say, I posted a reaction of me and a friend of mine reacting to the Twilight preview, mostly because we were just hanging out that day, and why not, because the Twilight preview was out, and he's a fan of My Little Pony, Twilight is his favourite pony, I thought it made sense. Unfortunately, it wasn't a full episode, but beggars can't be choosers. So, I've seen a little bit of Twilight's analysis. I've also seen a preview from the Death Battle cast of the fight, and I am looking forward to that. I'm also really curious about what the hell is the next fight as well, because it involves characters from franchises that haven't been featured on Death Battle yet. A lot of speculation on what that is, but I'll find out soon. And to be honest, I'm mostly rambling because I'm just waiting for it to turn 6 o'clock, which is the time that the episode comes out for me. And it's just turned 6, so I'm going to stop talking, refresh the page. Refresh, you bastard. Come on. There we go. Oh, right, who do I think is going to win and why? At the moment, I think I'm leaning just a little bit more towards Twilight. Main reason that I'm leaning more towards Twilight is because Raven is vulnerable to, like, light-based magic. And Twilight is powered by friendship. I'm fairly certain that should be a light-based magic. If not, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Lied to me! Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, leaning towards Twilight, but I'll wait until the analysis to make my final decision. I'm gonna put my headphones on, shut up and hit play. Okay. And this time I should remember my sync up things. I'm really liking this new theme.
Emotions can be powerful things.
We're really gonna talk about feelings and crying and stuff?
Yes,
Well,
you are.
Yes, and how they fuel some pretty powerful magic.
Sounds good. Like with Raven, the half-demon sorceress from the Teen Titans.
And Twilight Sparkle, the magical prodigy from My Little Pony.
Yep, really doing this again. He's Wiz and I'm
That describes
And
many
it's our
commenters.
job to
It's our job to
analyze
analyze their
their
weapons,
weapons,
armor,
armor,
and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I forgot to do that last time.
A strong emotion can drastically change.
Hey,
a
Lara
person.
Croft.
Fear can trigger instincts necessary for survival. Anger can increase adrenaline for incredible feats of strength.
This
And
is
for
true.
this edgy-looking chick in a wicked cloak, that's kind of her thing. This is Raven.
Rooting for you,
Raven
Raven,
was
because
born in her home dimension of
I
Asgard.
was a fan of the
She
show when I was
wasn't the
growing
most
up.
popular girl around.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good sign when right as you're born, the sky turns black and the whole world suddenly smells like farts.
See, Raven
The
is
fuck?
the daughter of a human mother and a fearsome
Okay,
demon.
this part I know.
Who is literally made up
Trigon.
of hatred. Not even kidding.
Oh, it's right
Because of her
there.
heritage, Raven's own mental state holds the key to a fearsome inner power. She is an empath, a mage who can sense, create, and manipulate emotions.
So her powers are all about feelings and stuff? That's pretty lame.
Tell that to her when she scrambles your brain or forces you to feel so greedy you
Yeah,
sniff
Boomstick,
boss.
walk up to her and
You
tell her
don't
that.
need to convince me to do that.
Wait, what?
I mean, that's pretty intense. But hey, she's got a lot more deadliness packed away.
Think I might have
under
missed
that
a joke
cool
there.
Cloak.
When she was 18 years old, Raven met her father for the first time, and it, didn't go very well.
Yeah, Demon Dad shot her mom with a grandma laser. That pissed off Raven so much, she finally let loose.
This
I'm
shadowy
not surprised.
figure is her soul self, an extension of her spirit and manifestation.
Sorry, I keep
of the
hearing
powers
noises
inherited from
from sleep.
Trigon. Raven often wields it as her primary means of offense.
her
and
family's doing
defense,
other stuff.
though it can function on its own.
I wish I had a pet bird that could do what the soul self can. This beauty lets Raven fly, use its
That would
eyes
be
and ears,
handy.
or just punch people like a big old battering bird.
It can drain the energy and powers of others.
Well,
and
that
also
right there
serves
shows
as a
pretty
sort
strong.
of pocket dimension, which Raven can trap a limited number of foes and objects within.
Talk about
I wonder
convenient,
if
but
that's
she can
gonna
do
come
way
up in the
more.
fight.
She can levitate, teleport, heal others, cast energy shields, phase through walls, and blast people with mystical energy beams. Pachoo, pachoo.
But
Just
there
doing the
is
laser
one
noises.
drawback. To wield her power, Raven must embrace emotion, and too much emotion risks opening her mind to Trigon's corruption.
When she gives in to her darker side, her entire
That's gotta
personality
come up in the
changes.
fight. Oh, I remember this scene.
Afraid of the dark, I surrender.
Under a
Jesus.
new persona appropriately
Still
named
creepy.
Dark Raven.
Dark Raven is stronger, tougher, and freakier than your everyday Raven.
Also known as Evil
She
Raven
can
and Red
shoot
Raven.
lasers from her eyes, disintegrate stuff with her hand beams, and shapeshift. And her soul self is so powerful, it can wipe most people off the face of the earth in an instant.
However,
Jesus.
Dark Raven's incredible capabilities are a double-edged sword. By tapping into her father's demonic powers, she risks transporting Trigon himself to the living realm, kickstarting devastation across the universe.
Kickstarting? Wonder what the tier
Don't
rewards
think
are like
that
for
will come into
Pledge
play, because
20
wouldn't that be
bucks,
outside
get an
help?
autograph from Satan.
Thankfully,
fuck?
she has been able to free herself from Trigon's control, granting her
Okay.
unlimited access to her own magical abilities.
Sometimes she even
That's
wears
handy.
white to celebrate the occasion. Or is that just for her wedding with Beast Boy? Oh wait, that never happened. These comic books reboot way
Okay.
too often for any relationships to actually have lasting consequences.
So
Silly
fucking
me.
true.
Last but not least, there's Raven's golden form, a spiritual body free from Trigon's influence, which manifested after she turned evil and had to be killed by her friends, the Teen
Oh.
Titans.
Oh, that's messed up.
It happens a lot, actually. Anyway, Raven's
Yeah, I heard.
accomplished plenty of incredible feats.
She's bent steel girders with her magic, toughed out getting thrown butt first into a brick wall so hard it broke. The wall, not her butt. And even helped Terra, a fellow Titan, raise the Teen Titans headquarters and the island it's on.
Terra alone was barely able to stop the island's descent, and together they pushed it back up to its rightful place. This means Raven lifted
Okay.
more than half of the island's weight. The Titan's
Right,
Tower
that's the sort of
Island
thing
is
I gotta
similar in
keep an
location and
ear out
size
for.
to Alcatraz, which has a width of 559 yards. Assuming
Jesus.
the most likely granite composition and accounting for a 30% hollow interior, Raven's energy output would need to be about 14 million megawatt
Oh my-
hours.
oh my
That's
God.
enough energy to power all of New York City for over 3 years.
Raven's
Jesus.
soul self can survive 30,000 feet below the surface of the ocean with no problem.
That's almost 14,700 pounds per square inch. 42 times the PSI needed to crack most bones.
And it's tough enough to survive laser blasts from aliens that hurt Donna Troy. Who can survive moon-busting attacks?
The villain's Spartan's
Well.
lasers could disintegrate people in an instant, which requires nearly 3 billion joules of energy.
Oh
And
my
Raven's
God.
soul self powered through several of these blasts and held together.
The Soul Self is also stupidly fast. It once flew from New York City to Blue Valley, Nebraska, and back in less than 5 minutes.
The distance between those
Oh,
cities
Jesus
is
Christ, I can't handle all
1,166
this.
miles as the crow, or Raven, flies. To make this trip in time, Raven's soul self must have flown more than 36 times the speed of sound.
Jesus.
Well, when she was golden, Ghosty Raven, she flew between the Earth and Moon like it was nothing.
So plenty of impressive feats, but
Jesus.
unfortunately, Raven's powers have daunting and often costly limits. When the soul self takes
Okay, let's hear
damage,
this.
Raven feels the pain herself.
She's kind of like a glass cannon, and overtaxes her own abilities pretty frequently.
But don't disregard this as only mere physical ineptitude. When Raven utilizes emotions in combat, she tackles that emotion head on. The more negative the emotion, the more pain she feels.
And don't forget, she's also struggling not
Okay.
to feel so Satan doesn't show up. With all that going on at once, it's no wonder she passes out sometimes.
But with the
That's
help of her
fair
friends
enough,
and
yeah.
her adoptive Azarathian family, Raven eventually overcame Trigon's iron grip and defeated him.
Yeah, you'd think a guy like Trigon would think twice before messing with someone as powerful as Raven.
Okay. Starting to lean a bit back into Raven's favor, just from all of that. Vos! I should have said it, like, along with her. I apologize. Okay, now Twilight.
High above the peaceful Ponyville, the city of
This
Canterlot
much I've
rests
seen.
among the mountaintops. There, a young filly had dreams as big as Canterlot Castle itself. Her name was Twilight Sparkle.
Here we go again. I mean, we've seen a pony that breaks the sound barrier and one that breaks physics. So, what crazy powerful thing can this one do, Wiz?
Hold your horses, Boomstick.
I can only
We're
imagine.
merrily out of the gate.
Ugh, rein it in, Wiz. Your lame puns are musting with my script.
Little Twilight wanted to learn magic at Princess Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. After a very, eventful entrance exam, she didn't just get accepted into the school, she became Celestia's protege.
Which is kind of a big deal, since Celestia is pretty much pony god of the sun.
Not only that, Twilight
Yeah, pretty
also
much.
earned her cutie mark.
Oh, I remember those. It's that magical tramp stamp a pony gets when they grow up.
Close
Sick.
enough? Twilight's cutie mark symbolized her life's calling, specifically her destiny in mastering the art of magic.
This peppy purple pony wasted no time and hit the books to practice hard. By the time she
Yeah.
was an adult, she'd read
I
her
read the
entire
2000?
collection of
No,
20,000
yeah,
books.
20,000.
What a nerd.
Boomstick, have you ever read a book before?
Doubt it.
Do gun manuals count?
Sure.
Wait,
why
he's
not?
went through
No,
audio
there we
books,
go.
hasn't he?
Twilight learned all sorts of powerful and
Twilight in
useful magic.
disguise.
She knows so many spells.
That's
it
the same
takes
disguise
well
Pinkie
over an
Pie
hour
had, I
to
think.
describe them all. Her memory is so crystal clear, she can recall a complex spell after a mere glance.
But here's some
Oh,
highlights.
shit.
She can move stuff with
That's
her
impressive.
mind, shoot concussive energy blasts, raise magic shields, and rapid-fire teleport.
Okay, I've
She
heard
can
about that one.
manipulate gravity,
Once it need it.
ignite things on fire, freeze others in place, walk on clouds, and even mastered the transfiguration spell. As a filly, she turned her own parents into plants.
Talk about
Jesus.
weird.
She's even transformed a single apple into a nest of bird eggs, which, hatched somehow.
Huh.
You just create life.
She created life. She's a
But
god!
Twilight's magic doesn't just stem from her vast knowledge of spells and history. In the world of My Little Pony, magic is drawn from and controlled by a unicorn's emotions.
Oh, here comes the touchy-feely stuff.
The stronger a unicorn feels about something or someone, the stronger their magic becomes.
Well, I've always found magic is tied to my emotions. Whatever I'm feeling fuels whatever I'm doing. And the stronger I'm feeling, the stronger the magic.
Across Equestria, Twilight Sparkle is one of the few ponies to master the most powerful magic of all. The magic of friendship.
Okay, Wiz, I know a metaphor when I see it. Isn't a night out with the girls so magical?
Oh, no, that's not
No,
it at all.
that,
In
it's
truth,
literally friendship is
the
magic.
only weapon powerful enough to defeat Equestria's most dangerous enemies.
What? They weaponized friendship? Awesome. Hey, Wiz, you're my best buddy. You're friends forever. Come here, give me a hug.
What?
Where are the friendship lasers?
Get off me.
Oh yeah, upside. I slipped.
Twilight's friendship magic is at its most powerful when focused through the elements of harmony. When used together, these ancient artifacts
I've
are a near
heard of
unstoppable
these.
force, even capable of overpowering the villain Tyrek after he stole Twilight's powers, along with the rest of Equestria's. Twilight's crown with her personal element contains a powerful magic in its own right, enough to literally change the fabric of reality in another dimension with its mere presence.
And
Oh.
of course, we gotta talk about those wings of hers. She was born a unicorn, but after completing an ancient spell about, what else? Friendship, she transformed into an alicorn. A mix between a unicorn and a Pegasus, and a chance to sell just a whole ton more merchandise.
It's a good thing,
Of
too.
course.
Alicorn magic is leagues more powerful than a plain unicorn's, and Twilight needed the extra boost to defend Equestria as its newest princess.
Like when she fought that Tyrek guy.
After
Okay, I
Tyrek
think I've seen
absorbed the
clips
magic
of that
from
fight,
Equestria's
and I was like,
entire
that's some
population,
Dragon Ball Z shit right
Twilight
there.
was forced to confront him herself while wielding the power of 4 alicorns.
Okay, so it was
Where did
additional.
it go? Dragon Ball Z was baby girl horse toys.
Thank you,
Anyway,
Boomstick.
check out how Tyrek
That's what I was
dropped
thinking.
Twilight straight into this mountain, and she was totally fine thanks to her magic shield.
By comparing Twilight's apparent size just before impact to her actual size of approximately 4 feet tall, we can estimate the distance she was thrown to be about 145 feet. Tyrek then closed this distance at 64.5 miles per hour. Combined with
Right.
its estimated weight of over 31,000 pounds, Twilight's shield had to stand up to over 8 million newtons of force.
What?
Jesus.
Forget it. I'm on board with this pony stuff.
Twilight
Of course,
is
that kind of
tough enough to
destruction
survive
Boomstick's on
bombardment
board.
by anvils and pianos, fast enough to fly over 300 miles per hour without using any spells, and even strong enough to lift and carry a rock weighing 4.5 tons.
Her telekinesis is strong enough to lift a 340-ton bear and even uproot this giant flower tree thing. And with the other alicorn's magic, she can move the sun and the moon. Okay, yeah, friendship powers way better than
Jesus, it's
expected.
going all over the place.
However, if Twilight has one glaring weakness, it's her unwavering neurosis.
Oh, you mean how she's obsessed over staying organized, and if one small thing goes wrong, she totally loses it?
Yes, she has a, well, difficult time dealing with unexpected stress. More often than not, she even makes
Okay.
bad situations worse before starting to fix them.
But hey, when push comes to shove, Twilight Sparkle pulls her weight and more.
You have no magic.
You're wrong, Tyrek. I may have given you my alicorn magic, but I carry within me the most powerful magic of all.
I'm getting ready to pause it, by the way.
Friendship.
Pause. I'm really back to having a hard time deciding. I feel like I want to go with Raven just because. Okay, they brought up how Raven's telekinesis lifted the island that the Teen Titans HQ was on. And I don't think I heard anything in Twilight's analysis that was like roughly like similar to something like that. I mean, being slammed through that mountain, like, maybe, like, for durability's sake, I don't know. As for speed, the Soul Self is definitely a lot faster from what I heard. I think it was, like, Mark 32 from what they said, and I remember some people saying that Twilight could keep up with Rainbow Dash, and I think from that episode she was, like, Mark 10. So yeah, I'm going to say Raven's Soul Self is definitely faster, but they can both teleport, so there's the speed factor. It didn't mention anything about Raven being vulnerable to light-based magic, so I'm now not sure if that's going to come into play. The one thing that really makes me doubt Raven will win is because of that whole thing of if she uses too much of her emotions, she'll risk bringing Trigon in. I don't think that's really going to happen because wouldn't that be considered outside help? So if she goes all out and goes evil, then, well, she's just crazy and evil and wants to kill Twilight. It's about all I can think of at the moment. Yeah, I think just based on the analysis, I'm going to go with Raven on this one. But hey, if Twilight wins, I got no issues with it. But I don't really take Death Battle that seriously anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Raven. I would rather Raven win just because I'm more familiar with her. But even if she loses, then yeah, okay, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Raven. Shut up and hit play.
All right,
the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for a
a
death battle! Come on, Raven! Of course, if Twilight wins, I got no issues, and I've seen this from the preview on Death Battlecast.
Transdimensional teleportation? Let's give
Oh
it a
god, this. I love that.
Saw nothing.
Blow shit up with magic. And here's a soul self.
Oh no, not again!
Right, they both teleported out of the house. Little treat thing. And they're somewhere else. I think from this point, I don't know what's happening, so... Drazinthos! There we go. I got it better that time. Jesus! Oh snap, she's already doing that? This is trippy as hell!
Please work.
God!
It's mine.
I think you already have it, Raven.
Aha!
Also, you might wanna...
Got you right where I want you.
Jesus Christ! That's terrifying. Oh god! Oh, she's in the pocket dimension now. Can she escape? The fuck? Why would you let that hit you, Raven? Twilight's won, hasn't she? She's emotionally numb. She can't do anything. Well, she can just step on it.
Spoil your fun.
Oh! What the fuck? What just happened?
Well, that was odd.
Did Raven win? Yes!
Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned
Yay.
that the only thing more powerful than friendship is a giant bird spirit colliding into me at Mark 36.
Apparently.
This was a tricky one. Both Raven and Twilight possess numerous spells and techniques that could end the other quickly and easily.
By the way, I'm mostly just happy that I called it
They were
right.
even in how many ways they could finish each other off. This fight really came down to strength, durability, and performance.
First of all, it's pretty obvious Raven's telekinesis has been shown to be much stronger than Twilight's.
But Wiz, what about when Twilight moved the sun and moon?
That's when
That
she
was
had
with the
magic
help
Princess
of
Celestia and Luna. And it's well
ponies,
established
so-
that only their specific type of magic can move those celestial bodies.
So, you're saying you want us to move the sun and the moon?
Well, I do it myself, except I don't have your magic.
With her own magic, Twilight has
Fair
never
enough.
shown anything close to the kind of force Raven used to lift the Teen Titans Tower.
Raven had the durability.
Yeah, I didn't hear
advantage,
anything like
too.
that in
Remember
Twilight's
how
analysis.
Twilight's shield held up against a hit a little over 8 million newtons? Well, Raven's soul self is tougher than Donna Troy, who can shrug off a blast worth
Oh, yeah, the moon busting thing.
Tillion newtons. That's 16 more zeros, in case you're wondering.
And don't
Yeah.
forget Twilight had the power of 4 alicorns at that time. The shield wouldn't have saved her from Raven's soul self anyway.
Not only could it absorb Twilight's powers and emotions, and not only was it capable of operating while Raven was unconscious, but it also made a
Oh,
mean
that's
number.
what that
Raven's soul
is.
self can fly
Okay.
at speeds exceeding Mach 36. Since it's often been used as a battering ram to hit enemies, we know it has mass, but not exactly how much. However, given its size, strength, and durability far exceeds
Right.
Raven's own, its mass is likely greater than hers.
Let's just lowball it and say they're equal, alright?
Sure.
Okay.
Adding Raven's mass to the Mach 36 calculation, the Soul Self's ramming force at top speed comes to 15 million newtons of
Jesus
force,
Christ.
far greater than what Twilight Shield has sustained.
Oh my god.
Ain't no pony won't
And that's a
go
low
away from
ball
that.
as well.
Plus, Twilight's positive attitude meant Raven didn't have to even worry about pain when using her emotions against her.
While they may have matched each other in spells and skill, Raven's more powerful traits and exceptional Soul Self earned her a hard-fought victory.
Yep, Raven really ponied up for this one.
The winner is Raven.
Congrats, Raven.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All
If you
right,
wanna see
what's
commentary
next?
on this episode, just click that little box over
Franchises
there.
that haven't been in the show
And if you
before,
want the battle
so
music
I'm
for yourself,
really
click the link in the
intrigued.
description below and get it off iTunes.
That music was really good, by the way. What is this? What the? JoJo's? Is that... Wait, Jotaro versus... Oh! So they're making that into a death battle! I'll talk about that next time in just a minute, but as for the fight, I have to admit, in the end, I was really getting confused. Yeah, just because I was thinking, okay, well, Raven's like a plant now, so she's probably doomed. I thought, okay, so she's safe from magic because Twilight's emotionally numb. I think that's what that was. Like, at that point, so, you know, no more magic for Twilight. And Soul Self out of nowhere, boom. Yeah, that was good. And like the hand-drawn stuff with the Soul Self, like just the sprites in general. Like, damn, Luis, you did good. The music, I'm definitely downloading that as soon as I can. And the voice acting, Kira Buckland, you did really good. Like voicing both these characters. I imagine that must be like really tough. I mean, it was probably just like record for one and then the other. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm just happy that I was able to call the result right. Just yay. So yeah, that's what I was mostly happy about. And as for that next time, Jotaro versus Kenshiro. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus Fist of the North Star. That actually throws a matchup I was expecting later on this year out the window. I'll get to that in just a sec. And for those who are wondering, like, oh, that's being made into a death battle, for anyone who's not aware, that was a 1 minute melee at one point. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the death battle. As for the matchup, there was a DBX that Screw Attack did, which was Kenshiro versus Yu Narakami. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if not. From Persona 4. Hang on. Just gotta pull this out from my laptop. That guy. Yeah, so they did a DBX between the two, and I think there was like a lot of talk about people wanted that matchup for a death battle, or people would be really interested in it. And Screw Attack were like, yeah, you know, maybe, but perhaps. And I thought, well, with Cross Tag Battle coming out, perhaps like that would be a matchup that we would see. But I guess since Kenshiro's fighting Jotaro, then yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Well, then again, I say that Leonardo was in a death battle twice in a row, so who knows? And I can always like bring him back later on and have them fight, so it's still possible. So, overall, good episode. Wasn't quite expecting that next time. And it throws a matchup I was expecting out the window. I imagine that is going to be a 2D fight. Jotaro versus Kenshiro. And I'm still left pondering. Torian, what are you working on? because you gotta be doing the episode after this, and due to a certain film that's coming out, like, around a similar time, for me at least, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Thanos versus Darkseid. Because it's coming out around a similar time to Infinity War, and, well, it would just make sense. But I could also see it not being that. Who knows? I sure as hell don't. So I can believe what I was talking about. So overall, great episode. Happy I called the result right. And, well, looking forward to that next time as always. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. Oh, right. I should mention this. For those who are a fan of the podcast I am a part of, Nerdbender, we will be doing a pre-recorded Death Battle discussion. Like, I think we're recording it like this Saturday, at least that's the plan. If something goes wrong, I apologize, but we did schedule to record one after this particular episode. So we'll be discussing Raven vs. Twilight and Johto vs. Kenshiro on that. With a special guest, I'm not going to say who, but also it might be the start of a little something new, Nerdbender-wise. So I hope you'll look forward to that. We'll also have a little intro made. So, yeah, I haven't even seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, yeah, that's pretty much... I really should stop saying that. What the fuck? I'm going to end the video right there. So, thanks for watching, all of that stuff, and here's my Tracer outro. Bye.
Hello, loves. Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment, and check out his other stuff. Cheers, loves.